Hello, greetings. I'm Pedro, Brito. Basically, today we're going to be talking about the three optional races that we have at Florida Pigeon Derby. One of them will be the team competition. It consists of a four-bird team that will be based. It's basically a point system. We're going to explain that to you later. The other two that we have will be based on the 350-mile race, the final, and it'll be clocking order, and we'll explain those as well later.
Hola Breeders, queremos explicarle tres carreras opcionales que tenemos dentro de la carrera de Florida Pigeon Derby, pero no tienen que ver con la carrera oficial de Florida Pigeon Derby, son carreras opcionales. Vamos a hacer una carrera por equipo, que esta carrera por equipo va a acumular puntos, parecido más o menos parecido a la acumulación de puntos por el proceso de los clubes, y las otras dos carreras van a ser clasificadas por plugin order en la carrera final.
Hello, breeders. Basically, we want to talk about the four-bird team competition. We just want to go ahead and explain it to you guys, so you guys have an idea. For the people that have questions, this is an optional race, so you don't have to participate if you don't want to. But if you do want to participate, we just want to give you the details so you guys can have an idea of what's going on the Florida Pigeon Derby. The four-bird team competition is basically based on four birds. Your team of how many birds you have, you can pick four, and it'll be the after the 100-mile activation race. It needs to be before the 137 miles. You have to activate your four-bird team. You can have one, two, three, as many as you want. Let's say one bird. If you have a bird, you're not allowed to have that bird in different teams. It's only that bird can only participate in one team. And the activation will be $100 per bird. So a team of four will be 400. And the way it's gonna work, basically once you activate it, they're gonna go to the 137-mile race. On that race, it will be based on points. So 137-mile race will have 137 points. Let's say that out of the four birds that you have, we're gonna have 137 prizes. So if you put you clock two birds between the first and 137th place, that bird will get a couple of points. Depending on which position, if you get first place, you're gonna get 137 points. Second place will get 136 points. Third place will get 135 points, so you guys can have an idea. And last place, 137th place, will have 1 point. That way you guys have an idea how the point system works. Again, out of the four birds, you put two on the between the first and 137th place. You get points. We're gonna add those points, and then you're gonna have your team total points for the 137-mile race, and then you're gonna go to the 180-mile race. For that race, we're gonna have 180 points. It's based on the distance, basically the amount of points we're gonna have for each race. Based on the distance, that's the amount of points we're gonna have. And then basically it's the same thing on the 180-mile race. If you get first place, one of your birds, you get 180 points. Second place, 179. Third place, 178. And then if you get 188th place, you get 1 point. Those points will be added again, and they will be added to the 137-mile race. And you're gonna have your total amount of points for that team. You can track that on Win Companion. We're not gonna track that. Win Companion, you should be able to go and see the standings. So you should be able to see your team or your teams if you have more than one. So you can track, see where you at if you're leading the team competition. And again, we go to the 250-mile race. We're gonna have 250 points, and it works the same. And for the final race, of course, we're gonna have 350 points. If you go a little more than 350, let's say we go to 370 miles, 370 miles, we're gonna have 370 points. And it's the same thing. If you put a couple of birds between the first and 350, you're gonna get points that will be added again to the total amount of points that you have. And at the end of the season, after the final race, your team will have the amount of points that you have, probably, I don't know, 2, 3, 4,000 points, or maybe 500, depends. And then basically we're gonna go to the standings, and whoever finishes in first place will get first place. We're basically gonna be given for every 100 team, it'll be about three prizes. So if we activate 100 teams, we're gonna have 3 prizes. If we activate 200, we're gonna have 6. And then 300, we're gonna have nine prizes. And that's basically how the team competition works. If you guys have any questions, you can always contact Brito or me. And wish you guys good luck. Also, the 4-bird team, let's say that you activate your team of 4 after the 100-mile race, and for any reason, one of them or 2 birds, they don't make it to the 137-mile race, you have the chance to replace those birds before the 137-mile race. That's in case that happens, you can go ahead and replace it with another bird. All right, all you have to do is give us a call and we'll replace that for you.
Hola a todos. Como decía Pedro, van a ser 4 palomas, cada uno va a tener un costo de $100, que van a ir acumulando puntos por las millas que se vayan volando. Por ejemplo, los puntos van a ser dependiendo de la cantidad de millas que estemos volando en esa carrera. Tenemos 4 carreras, va a ser 137, 185, 180, 250 y 350. Según vayan aumentando las millas, van a ir aumentando la cantidad de puntuación. La activación para esta carrera, muy importante, es entre 100 y 137 millas. Esto no tiene nada que ver con las carreras oficiales de la competencia, de la carrera de Florida Pigeon. Esto va a ser carrera opcional para tener un poco más de entretenimiento y sea un poco más amena la carrera. Como estaba diciendo al principio, los puntos se van a ir acumulando dependiendo la milla, la distancia que se esté volando. Por ejemplo, la primera paloma va a acumular 137 puntos. La segunda paloma va a acumular 136 y sucesivamente, según vaya subiendo, van a ir acumulando menor cantidad en la medida que vayan subiendo los números de las palomas de entrada a las millas que se está volando. La paloma que coja en la lista la 137 va a acumular un solo punto. Así va a ser en todas las carreras. En la de 180, en la de 250, en la de 350. Si tienes la suerte de que en la primera carrera te marcaron las 4 palomas que escogiste, las 3 palomas que escogiste, estás acumulando bastante puntos. Entonces, vamos a la segunda carrera, vamos a 180, igual. La primera paloma va a acumular 180, la segunda paloma va a acumular 179, sucesivamente, según vaya subiendo, los puntos van a ir bajando. Al final de las 4 carreras se van a sumar todos los puntos acumulados por carrera contra todas las palomas que tengan en el equipo y el equipo que más puntos acumulados tenga es el equipo que va a ganar. Esto lo pueden chequear por Win Companion en una cláusula aparte que va a estar para esos equipos, y ahí le va a ir enseñando el equipo que va a ir liderando o en la posición que va cada equipo, con la suma de los puntos según las carreras que se vayan a hacer. Se van a pagar cada 100 equipos, vamos a pagar 3 lugares. Si vamos a tener 200 equipos, vamos a pagar 6. Si llegamos a tener 300 equipos, vamos a pagar. Así se van a ir manejando los premios para este tipo de carreras que estamos haciendo por equipo. Mientras más puntos acumulen en todas las 4 carreras que vamos a estar, es el equipo que va a ganar. Un dato muy importante, cuando ustedes seleccionen las 4 palomas que van a participar en la carrera de los 4 por equipo, si en caso de entre las 100 y las 137 los entrenamientos, una de esas palomas se pierde, se extravía, se accidenta, tienen el chance de cambiarlo antes de las 137. Ya llegando a las 137 de la carrera, ya no hay chance de cambio.